All right. Hi, it's me, Rainbow Brite, or Wisp here. And this evening I'm having another live stream. Now, some of you folks might wonder, why am I still doing a live stream from my web shooter from my Reckoner instead of the web shooter from my Y speaker? Until I get 50 or more followers of my Euro Fairway, I cannot do any live streams on the tool yet, but I can do live streams on the website. Also, if you're doing live streams now on the on the tool on any Y speaker, me that happens to have Google Android or Apple iOS or whatever it happens to be, you have to go into the studio, go to the room, and then shift and then go shift then go shift on the then go on and shift on the shout out box. Let me see, how far can I get myself? Oh, that's just too big. Yeah, that's too high. Yeah, yeah, it is. So right now I don't have anyone watching me, and I don't have anyone watching my live stream yet, but I am going to lay down some oversights. One, if anyone asks me anything about things that I don't feel right about talking about, or I don't feel like, I'm not going to talk about it. You know, there are so many folks in this world who they come on your live stream, they do all kinds of, they come on and they just ask you things. Well, I don't got no one on my live stream yet, so you know, so need be the night is young or the evening is young, as some would say, and need be someone will come on and watch my live stream. I know I made a live stream yet, not yesterday, a day before that, and most likely a lot of folks seem to have been happy with it. But as of right now, this is the only way I can do live streams until I get 50 or more followers on my Euro Fairway to unlock live streaming on the Euro tool on my Y speaker. Now, one of my goals is to one day get all the other Rainbow Brite dolls, like the Big Stormy or Tickle Me Pink, or Moonglow or Indigo. Someone comes on, hello, Dwayne and Rainbow Brite. Well, no one. Thank you for coming on my live stream, you know. And you might be wondering why I'm live streaming through my web shooter, through my Reckoner on the Euro website, instead of live streaming through my web shooter, through my Y speaker on the Euro tool, is that you got to have 50 or more followers to unlock the live streaming on that tool. And until I get 50 or more followers, I can't live stream on the tool. Also, you have to go into studio or go into the room tool to even shift on the shout out box, which you would think would just come on like it does right now. So yesterday there were some folk yesterday. Oh, I didn't, not yesterday, the day before that I made a first live stream. And I seem, to think that I think it went well. All right, need be I didn't get a lot. I got a lot of folks watching. Need be it wouldn't have been a lot, but I thought it did well for myself. So one of my goals one day is to get the big Stormy doll, the Tickle Me Pink, Moonglow Indigo dolls that are made by the, believe it or not, made by the TLS toy, you know, and when I went to Walmart today, they were only selling me and strawberry shortcake, both the big one and the small one. So they weren't doing that. So One of these days, I guess I'll have to buy it through Walmart's website, I guess. You know, it goes, I was wondering if it said I was wondering if, well, okay, he's gone now. I should go on my live stream and put it where only folks that are followed me can watch my live streams. Because you never know when some trolls show up and start saying something or doing something. So it is what it is. Nothing more needs to be said about that. I'll say what. Oh, all right. So a lot of other folks might also wonder, how am I ever going to get those other dolls since Walmart doesn't seem to sell them? Well, I got one or two thoughts here. Either Walmart will sell Stormy, Tickle Me Pink, Moonglow, and Indigo, but it's going to be mostly after they sell all the Rainbow Brite and all the Strawberry Shortcake dolls. That's my guess. Or one of these days I'll have to buy them through Walmart's website, and I don't know when that will be. It said, what happened the other day when you got yelled at during the live stream? Well, I'm not going to go into it and talk about it. It's no one's business. I don't. It's no one's business what happened yesterday. Let's just say it was something that let's just say it's something that I wish would not doesn't happen anymore. I'll put it that way. It's no one's business. You know. So as I was saying, um, one day I'm going to get the big Stormy doll, the big Indigo doll, the big Moonglow doll, one Tickle Me Pink doll one day, and hopefully I get them one day. Now I can't get them all at the same time because they're all worth too much on Walmart's website and Amazon's website too. But on Walmart's website they're a little more cheaper, and that is my goal. Now I know someone out there. I know there's most likely folks out there that already have those dolls and were lucky and either, bought them from Amazon or bought them from Walmart's website or Strongwind's website, whatever. Good for them, but that's my goal. That's the next one. My next goal is to get all of them. It said, did someone I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want it to happen again. I don't want whatever was going on to happen again. So I'm not going to talk about it. So let's please not talk about it, all right? So anyway, that's my goal. My goal is to, get all of them. Also, my other goal, I got many other goals. My other goal is to at least get 50 or more followers so I can do live streams on the tool. But the downside is the shout out box don't show up unless you go into the, I don't know, YouTube Euro studio or craft room, and then you got to shift on the shout out box. You know. So that is my so yeah. And as of right now, the only way I can do a live stream is either through the web shooter, through my reckoner for the Euro's website, because they don't have an oversight about how many followers you need to have that to unlock it here. I told you I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, it is what it is. So, like, what else do, alright, so, do I just do this live stream over again? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go on with this live stream, you know, and we're not gonna talk about anything like that. All right? Some folks just, some folks out there, they just, can't leave things alone. They want you to talk about this, they want you to talk about that, they want you to start shit. All right? And I'm not going to. It's evening time in Rainbow Land, and as you can see, the only dolls that, as you can see, it says, I don't want to talk about it. All right, I talk about it, and then whoever did it will then just do it again because they got to me. So no, I'm not talking about it. Okay, what else? All right, go bring on one of my friends now on one of my friends on my live stream, who hopefully one day she hopes to get the bigger doll of herself one day. Like, that is her goal one of these days. It is one of my goals one of these days. All right, Stormy. Well, Rainbow Bright, you had me on your live stream, and it seems that you're having a bind with trolls. Yeah, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't. No, no, no. Yeah. Is there a way for me to stand up? All right. Let's do this again. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, thank you for having me on the live stream. And Rainbow, I just want to say I wish that I did have my big, TLS toy doll. That's my goal. It's my goal, Stormy, to T, get the big TLS toy doll of you, which most likely will have to get it through Walmart's website one of these days. I don't know when, or through Amazon or Strong Women's website, because the Walmart shops, at least the two ones we go to, didn't have them. I mean, they had me, they had strawberry shortcake, but they didn't have you. They didn't have Moon Glow or Tickle Me Pink or Indigo. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Like, I wonder why they didn't. I wonder why they did not have me yet. I don't know. I got one guess. Either they're yielding to sell all of my dolls and strawberry shortcake dolls out first before they end up getting a shipment of you, Stormy, or Indigo, or Tickle Me Pink, or Moonglow. You know. So anyway, I tell you the to tell you the truth, that is my goal, you know. Like, it is my goal, one of these days, to get you, to get the big one. I don't know when that's going to be. Do you know what? Do you know when it's going to be? I don't know. I guess soon. I mean, when you think of a Rainbow Bright, I mean, it would be cool to have my big STLS toy doll. It would also be cool to have Tickle Me Pink and Moon Glow and Indigo and anyone else that they make is that big, you know. And I know that I was lucky to have even gotten this offshoot of myself way back in the first month of this year, you know. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal to get you like that. And to let you know, Stormy, a lot of folks do onlook you and what you do. I mean, you can't have, you can't have a woods, you know, be all beautiful and green and everything without rain, right? And when snow, when it melts, it becomes rain. So you know that. Yeah. So tell me, who was the one out there, Stormy, who was filling your head with telling you that I got all the onlook and you did not? I mean, hello. Um, who was the one telling you all of that? Well, I could tell you it was not Mirkwell Dismal. It was not the Dark Alderling. It wasn't the King of Shadows. Because as you know, the Dark Alderling's been gone for years, and Mirkwell Dismal and you are no longer foes anymore. And you beat the King of Shadows a long time ago. I'd say it was Lucifer. Oh, yeah. So is Lucifer. He's behind that one, Stormy. So that was him, huh? But wasn't the King of Shadows Lucifer too? It goes, it said, where did you go to, when you go to Walmart, do folks, well, to tell you the truth, tell you the truth, I don't know, Stormy, if the King of Shadows was Lucifer or not. All I know is that he had lorded over. All I know is that he lorded over what formerly was Rainbow Land. But I can't tell you if the King of Shadows and Lucifer was one and the same or not. But I was guilty of listening to that. I was guilty of believing that I didn't get on look when the truth is I did, you know. So can you forgive me for that, Rainbow Bright? Yeah, I believe I can forgive you for that. Hello, Rainbow Bright. Hello there, Wondered Food Archive, or for long, I guess, or you know, guess like call it Forlayed or Sheet. Well, thank you for the live stream. Thank you for coming on the live stream. Um, yeah, Stormy says thank you for being on. Thank you for being on. Thank you for being on a live stream too. Hey man, you love Rainbow Bright. Yes, I do. I was into Rainbow Bright when I was younger. Believe it or not, I was. I must have been. Well, Rainbow Bright came out at least nigh between 82 while the dolls came out. Deke didn't get the rights to make the show from nigh between 84 to nigh between 86 YL. It may have been nigh between 87 and 89, 88, 89, whatever, when I first saw it. And by that time, it was an old run anyway. I guess on ABC, CBS, NBC. I don't think Fox was around that time. Maybe it was. I think Nickelodeon and Nicka Film Home may have had a deal with it at one time. And I'd watch it. And one year, my mother gave my pony, gave me a bun, whatever, like her, and put a star on my cheek. I was gonna go as Rainbow Bright. So, yeah. And I did have the dolls back in the day. I don't know how many. I had some. Well, as I was saying, I did have some of the dolls back in the day, you know, the Mattel ones. Um, I think I had Rainbow Bright. I believe I had Merkwell Dismal. I had Lurky. I don't know who else I had back in the day, if I had any of the other ones. But that was a long time ago. And no, I don't have any of them anymore. The only other one I have was the Hallmark Rainbow Bright doll, which I got from the Vinlander Frith Middle, you know. Well, I gotta be going now, Stormy says. I got another storm that I gotta oversee. Whoa! Yeah, I got a storm that I gotta oversee, you know. And now we're gonna bring on Twink now. Okay, get on there. Yeah. And then this one has to go over, yeah, like that. Oh, all right, everyone. Welcome Twink to the live stream. Well, thank you, Rainbow, for having me. It goes, well, thank you for having me um, on the live stream. You know, we got two folks watching, one thumb up, you know, and hopefully we'll get some more folks on this live stream too. Rainbow, why do you think, I mean, like you said, it was your goal to one day, you know, get the, I mean, don't forget, a lot of folks out there always say things like, like, oh, like, I don't know, like in the there's a new Rainbow Bright uh, show and film that, they're going to be making either this year, next year, I don't know. And I hope that it works out. I mean, I look forward to it, you know, because I don't know why they called me Lord Sprinkle. I don't know, Twink, why they shifted your name from your name to Lord Sprinkle. I don't know. I don't really understand. Well, um, yeah, it goes Sailor Sailor Katrina or Sailor Katrina, Sailor Katrina. Hi, Rainbow Bright. Hi, Twink. Welcome to the live stream. You're the first good one we had in our live stream. We had the block and ban and block and forbid and hush many other folks. I'm not going to get into what they were talking about or what they were doing. They know what they were saying and they were doing. Yeah. Do you think that when your new drawing show and drawing film happens, Rainbow, do you think some cool things are going to come out of it? Well, I hope so, but I don't really know that much about it. I mean, I don't know who's going to get the broadcast rights, who's going to get the streaming rights. We don't even know if it's going to happen, Twink, to be honest with you. It goes, I'm so glad you made to your first live stream. Thank you. It said, well, thank you. You know, well, thank you for being, for being on my live stream, you know. Thank you, so much for that. The other goal, you know, it said, hey man, God bless you. Well, thank you. God bless you and have a rainbow day too. And as you know, I've been working for God for 41 years, bringing brightness and cast and light and beauty to the world through my rainbow strap, you know. But it's God that does it. He works through me and with me to do it. And it's Him who gets the thanks for it. But thank you. Yeah, Rainbow's been working for God Almighty and Jesus the Son for 40 or at least 41 years, you know, and that's a long time to be doing something, to be doing something like that, you know. So as I was getting back to the other goal that I was talking about earlier, is that my goal is to one day get the get the TLS toy Stormy doll, the big one, the big rag doll Stormy, the big rag doll of Moonglow, the big rag doll of Tickling Pink, the big rag doll Indigo. Those are their names. I'm not making them up. You know, it goes, you keep the light to, you bring the light to Euro. Well, thank you, because I really didn't think there was anyone else doing this on Euro. I mean, you don't see anyone else in the Rainbow Brite followership, which a lot of folks belong to it, do this thing. Well, you might see a lot of them, talk about the dolls or the games or the books or whatever or the show, but you're not going to see them do shows like this, though, you know. So even though I don't have a lot of followers, only got like 40 followers or 39 followers, you know, this fairway's only been around for at least 3 months so far, but it's doing very well. Yeah, it is doing very well. You know, and so um, so maybe someone can answer this for me. Um, well, all right. So here's the answer. Everyone asks about the rainbow. What does it mean? Well, rainbow was a oath that God made to mankind and womankind that that he would never ever do the great flood ever again. That he would never end the earth with the great flood. And that's what the rainbow means every time that God makes a rainbow. Now I know a lot of folks are going to say that what about the unstraight folks? Those who belong to the unstraight followership. What is their take on it? Well, they do got a flag. A lot of them do got a flag. But they don't got every single cast on there. And then at the same time, even though a lot of them may have chose the flag and put that on their flag, that doesn't make the rainbow bad or anything. I think that all the casts of the rainbow are things that those folks, the unstraight folks and the straight folks, goals that they hope to work to. And some folks that told me that uh, told me that yeah. So I still don't understand why in a 24 between FYL Rainbow Brite drawing show it only had 3 sagas to itself. Why I was called Lord Twinkle or uh Lord Sprinkle. I don't know, Twink. Apparently someone out there thought your name was apparently they didn't think they I don't know why they shifted your name. Don't ask me. I don't know. Uh, very true. Um, very true. And I have been owned by Hallmark since 9 between 82 YL. And you would think that many other businesses would knock on the door and say, Hallmark, it would be great if you sold Rainbow Bright over to us. And to be honest with you, there have been many folks that would want to own Rainbow Bright, but Hallmark's never ever sold it to them. But there might be a bidding over who would get the rights to work with the new Rainbow Bright drawing show and drawing film when it ever happens, though. You know, um, but yeah, I've been owned by Hallmark for about 40, maybe 41 years. And believe me, a lot of businesses wanted to own Rainbow Bright. You know, the Walt Disney business most likely were the ones that like to come through and do it, but Hallmark never sold it to them. Um, I would believe that Marvel believes now owned by the Walt Disney business. Cookie Jar, which is now owned by DMX, was owned by Wild Brian, and Paramount Global, Paramount World, formerly Veracom, the old Veracom, CBS Veracom, whatever. But Hallmark never ever sold Rainbow Bright to no other businesses. They may have had a deal for those other businesses to work with Rainbow Bright over the years, you know, but they never ever had anyone out never us own it. And keep in mind, a lot of folks don't know this, but Rainbow's drawing show, the Deke Lee one, not between 84 YL to not between 86 YL, was really a drawing by a business known as TMS, which Deke Lee had gotten a deal with to make the show. Hallmark hired Deke to make the drawing show, then Deke hired TMS to do the drawing end of it. And that's that same business that worked with Deep from, I'm going to say, at least from now between 84 YL until 2008 YL, when, you know, it said, I'm really happy, Rainbow Bright and Twink, you have a rainbow day. Well, I'm welcome. You have a rainbow day too. That's been my saying. Well, I got to be going now. Well, and the truth is, that Twink was never like that. The truth is, he wasn't all white in the beginning. The truth is, he was red. But then one day, Merkwell Dismal put him in the hells under the oversight of the King of Shadows, and he lost mostly all of his cast. So that's why he's the only white elf. And why would I say elf for? Since sprite is a Latinist French's borrowed word, and where fairy is a French's borrowed word, the English word would be elf. And he was the only one. Now, as I would say, I gotta put this down. So, let's see. How far can I get? Yeah. There we go. Now, as you're wondering, you're like, why am I filming this through my web shooter, through my Reckoner, instead of through my web shooter, through my Y speaker? Because until you get 50 followers or more on your Euro Fairway, that's the only way to let you unlock live streaming on the Euro tool, any Y speaker. No need if it's made by Google, Apple, LG, Samsung, Motorola. No need if the running layout is Google Android or Apple iOS or whatever, And not all Y speakers meet the standard for some tools. So you know how there's a tool called Euro YouTube Create or Euro Craft? Like an inner, the Y speaker, Euro's tool offshoot of the websites tool, which lets you either skim your film, make an end sheet, things like that. And my Y speaker does not meet the standard of it. So I could go into Google Play and it will say, sorry, your Y speaker doesn't meet the standard to take on this tool. So yeah, so I can only make end sheets or whatever, do other things through the website only. So not all Y speakers, they might have Google Android, they might have Apple iOS, but they don't all have the standards for every single tool that either Google makes, or what Apple makes either. And someone told me that the only way to get the shout out box to work on the live streaming on the Euro tool on one's Y speaker is you got to go into the Euro studio or craft room and then shift it on. It'll say it's on, but it say you got to go and shift that on so it shows up. So it means you got to get out of one tool, go into another tool to do it. Well, it looks like that this is everyone that's going to be on my live stream. But at the end of the day, I do want to say at least I hope there's some good ones out there like Sailor Katrina and also James, Aunt James Armstrong are the only two good ones. Thank you for coming on the live stream, both of you, and writing the things that you wrote. Because I just had to and block, hush and forbid a lot of trolls on this live stream, asking all kinds of things and things that aren't their business and things that I'm not don't want to talk about and will not talk about. But they couldn't help themselves, so it is what it is. So I guess this live stream, is coming to an end. I guess I don't really know how long I go to make this live stream for. I mean, I had Stormy on, then I had Twink on. I mean, I guess I could have Strawberry Shortcake on, you know, which she has been at least in three or two of my films so far. Now, for anyone who wants to know how long wants to know just how long are we going to keep doing this for, like how long is this fairway going to be for? Well, for a long time. you know I don't know if it will get as big as all the other fairways that we have going for ourselves. But at the end of the day, I just want to say thank you to everybody who came on, who kindly came on and gave me a thumb up or wrote something kind in the shout out box. Now I know there's a setting in a live stream which it says only let your followers come on. And if I would hit that tool, that setting, then maybe I wouldn't be dealing with so many trolls. But then again, the interweb is flooded with trolls, sadly. Anyway, enough about that. So, as I told you, there's only two offshoots of myself. There is the TSL toy, this one that got bought from Walmart, like last month, and the Hallmark Rainbow Brite doll, which got bought from the Vinlander Frith Middle many years ago. And that was the one that I first started making all my films, my uploads, and then my shorts, my uploads in the beginning. I don't have as many shorts. I need to only have like 3 shorts so far. I have like two live streams and a lot of uploads. So before I end this live stream, I want to say that it's my goal one day to make Rainbow Brite for life, make it as big as Sailor Moon for life, or the Might Keepers for life, or the Jordan Long Fairway, or the TWF Wrestling, or Xena Melina Pappas. Now, I guess it's off to a good start. And I'm not worried about how many followers I get or how many likes I get, or how many folks watch my uploads, live streams or shorts or whatever. It's not about that. I mean, I get what I take, right? All right, I guess we'll bring this live stream to a close now, to an end right now, because I don't really think anyone else is going to come on. So I want to thank the folks that did come on, like Sailor Katrina, or hi Omen Boy, hi Omen Boy, hi David, welcome to our live stream here. I just want to say, hey, thank you for, following my fairway. And let you know that Dwayne still likes Sailor Moon. He's still into Mike Keepers. He's still doing his Jordan Long things, the Xena Pappas things, the TWF things as well. One of his goals, and I don't really know if his goals is to get, the TLS toy store me, Tickle Me Pink, Moonglow Indigo. I know it's like a broken song there. And so so anyway, I want to say thanks for being on my live stream and watching it. If you missed it, first I had Stormy on, then I had Twink on, and I guess I could have someone else on my live stream. Well, I did get Strawberry Shortcake, so I can put her on the live stream with me. And then when we went to Walmart today, I thought, and the only ones they were selling was Rainbow Brite, and the Strawberry Shortcake doll that I will bring on the live stream next. And I want to know, did you ever watch Rainbow Brite back in the day? You ever watch my Deep Drawing show? You ever had my dolls back in there, anything like that? Or is this the first time you ever heard of Rainbow Brite? I know at one time I was big. I know at one time from 9 between 82 YL to 9 between 89 YL, I was big. I know I was well known at one time, and now I'm not as big as I once was, you know. Well, you weren't going to, Barry, tell me that you were going to, oh shit, you know, my, you didn't tell me, Strawberry, go over here. You didn't Barry tell me that we were going to have a Barry live stream. Yeah, I did. I know I didn't tell folks about that, you know. So, what do you want to talk about? You know how me and you had it goes, I only watched Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake, the older shows on Euro recently. Well, then you saw my Deep Glee Rainbow Bright show, and you saw my old show called The World of Rainbow Bright, The World of Strawberry Shortcake. I'm very happy. We both have two things. We got one thing that's the same between us. What is that? We both started out as greeting cards or greeting sheets. I mean, I was started by Vinlander Greetings. I was started by Harmark. Yeah, and we both had folks that just like to troll and bully us. I mean, I had the Purple Cake Man, who no one really quite knows why he bullies me or my friends. They say he wants strawberries for his cakes, but really no one knows why he does what he does. He's just a creep that likes to pick on me and my friends, and I don't know why. What's his back saga to doing it? They never say. They just say he's this creep that likes to, that he wants to take strawberries and then make them for his cakes and shit and brownies and whatever shit. But he's not very kind, and he never very tells anyone why he's what he does to me. Yeah, I can understand Strawberry. I understand. I got someone named Merkwell Dismo who hates beauty, brightness, cast, and light. And why? Because when he was younger and he was drawing on the walls of his house, and his mother got angry at him for doing it and told him he had to clean it all off the house if it took all day or took his whole life. And that's why he does what he does. He wants the Lord over Rainbow Land to take all the cast, all the light, all the brightness out of the world, bring gloom to the world, because he somehow in his mind believes that he is doing what his mother told him to do all those years, but took it the wrong way. And sadly, the Purple Cake Man, does he even got a back saga to why he does what he does to you? No, not that I know of. It goes Rainbow Bright, Rainbow Land, and Strawberry Land are not for sale. Yes, that is true. You know, I mean, four-setter Donald Trump wanted the 4-1 rights to buy Rainbow Land and Strawberry Land and either make them settlings or make them the 51st and 52 diff right, but it just wouldn't happen. Like I told you, Strawberry Shortcake. You know, you gotta learn why the Purple Cake Man doesn't like you, or why he's bullying you and always doing all this shit to you. I very wish I knew why. Did you and Merkwell Dismo ever, forgive each other? Yeah, I forgive him for a lot of things that he did. I would like to think that one day I like to think that one day he may have overcame his hatred of light and beauty and cast and brightness. But you see, my show only had two followings. Yeah, but then keep in mind all my tellings of all my shows, all my berry shows. Rainbow Bright, the purple cake man, that's what they call him. He doesn't have a first name. He's a creep in every one of them. Either, I don't know. And I don't know, he wants to take the strawberries from my land. He's either, playing mean stunts and larks on me or my friends, or just wants to show that he's greater at cooking than everyone else. I don't know what his deal is, you know. But do you think Merkwell Dismal and the Purple Cake Man would ever work together? Hell no, those two aren't well known for working together. Each one would only work together to go after us, and each one would be coming up with ways to get the other to, backshift on the other once they were done with us. You know. But anyway, do I look crooked? That should look, yeah. All right, yeah. Well, looks like, keep in mind, TLS Toy also made my doll as well. Yeah, and it was really cool when you finally showed up because then we could finally meet, you know. Well, I gotta be going now. Thank you for having me on the live stream. Well, you're welcome. Well, thank you for having on your berry live stream. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, I know. Strawberry Shortcake, at least in the first drawing show, called The World of Strawberry Shortcake, she would always do berry talk, where everything she would say would have the word berry come up in it. So, all right. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming on this live stream. Rainbow Bright, Wisp Bright. Now, we'll see you later. Have a rainbow day.